Hello, beautiful, magical, divine one. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for coming to co-create here with me, with us, with Source today. Does it resonate if you hear these words that you are the power source of your reality show? That you are the source of everything? Does that ring as true? Like, does it feel resonant to hear someone say to you that you are the star of your own reality TV show, and that TV show is your life, and you are the star now, right now, exactly as you are, without having to do anything, change anything, know how to say something a particular way, or having had read a book, exactly as you are. You are the star. Everything in your reality is here to serve you. It is an extension of you, 911. It is an extension of you, and it is here to. I really like the tennis match imagery that they've been giving, because tennis is an interesting game, right? You can play doubles against doubles, you can play singles, and it's so it can be a team sport, it can be a solo sport, right? And if you're playing doubles, it doesn't necessarily mean that you and your doubles partner have the exact same tennis style. I feel like in a book, someone talks about relationships in tennis, tennis styles. My memory is just being jogged. If it comes to me, I'll actually let you know, because it's a really good book. I think it's The Mastery of Love. The Mastery of Love. Okay. So when you are playing doubles, you depend on your partner, and you have to really depend on them to do certain things. Like, there are certain things that your doubles partner can do that you will not be able to do on the court. So there is sort of a surrender, right? But a collaboration. And then there is a allowing. It's like you work with each other's strengths, because we all play tennis differently. Nobody plays tennis the exact same way. Even if you are coached by someone, you will not play tennis in the exact same way that your coach does or did. Okay? So we all do it in our unique way. And you are here to play and know that everything on this side, which is kind of like the known side, right? Everything is assisting you. It just is different to you, meaning perhaps maybe the way that it is assisting you and the way that things are assisting you are not like, it doesn't seem like that at first glance. It may seem like they are working against you. But this is because you are perhaps in resistance to their flow. Okay, so I don't know why all of this is coming through. I'm not even quite sure where they're taking it. So let's just, so I guess it's one of those like buckle up and enjoy the ride type things. And I say this at 4-4. And when I see the 4-4 number for this collective, it is very much just confirmation that the message, it is indeed the right place and space for whatever is coming through. Okay, so on this tennis court, right, you are here, you can be playing a singles match, sometimes you do, sometimes you play a doubles match, and on the other side of it is you, right? But it's the you that is not known to you, the you that is not tangible. It's like, in you is your soul, right? Your soul dropped into a human body. Your soul is divine. You are a divinity. And it is through your soul that you tap into the divine, that you connect to the divine, that you remember that you are the divine and that everything is the divine. But even with this beautiful knowing, this beautiful connection, there is much that we cannot see. Right? In the same sense of like manifestation or whatever, or growing a seed. Like there's a lot that takes place that we cannot see. There's a lot right in front of you that you can't see, like what you are breathing in. It's oxygen, but it's made up of stuff. You can't see it. So there's so much that we can't see, and it's kind of like, I think in so many of the fairy tales, Peter Pan has been coming up a lot for me. But with Tinkerbell in the Peter Pan movie, the original, well, I can't say it's the original, but the Disney one, there is a scene where it's every single time somebody says they don't believe in fairies, a fairy dies. And Tinkerbell is really, really ill, and everybody has to sort of go, we believe in fairies, we believe in fairies, we believe in fairies. I hope I'm remembering this correctly. I watched it a really, really long time ago. And this is kind of what what you're stepping into. You have to believe in the magic of the unknown, because that is where the magic is. And you've got to play like you've got to play in both realms, because your essence, your body exists here in the known, right? The now is known. So you exist in the known, but you receive from the unknown, and you create in the unknown, and you bring the beauty and the magic of the unknown into existence in the now. Does that make sense? Does that resonate? So it is through your heart, right? Through your vibration, through your frequency, through your embodiment of the beautiful, magical, divine being that you are. And you know what? I'm actually hearing in my head, like, screw that. Let's simplify it. It's not even about being a divine being, spiritual, you, just you exactly as you are, in stillness, without the stories, without your personality quirks, or without anything, just in the stillness. That's you're magic. And yes, you get to play now with everything in a whole new way. So like what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is you stepping up to a blank canvas and beginning to paint. But it's like splashing paint. There's just like such a fun element to it. And I think I'm going to pull the cards out in a moment. What Source is sort of saying, and what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, is that this is kind of how we all reach this sort of point. It's a different point for everyone, but like the core point of the point is the same. And it's where you really, I'm trying to find the words here. It's beyond surrender. It's like where you come back home. We come back home to self, which is here now, and you know that here now is all that there is, and you were designed to be where you are. Like, you were designed to be here now. You designed yourself to be here now. And if you're experiencing something beautiful, experience that beauty. 911, and I'm seeing lots of nines. This is like something really, really, a perspective that is being dropped. Okay, you are dropping a big perspective, a big jumping out of a, oh, okay. what I saw in my mind's eye is like a water tank, okay, without the top on, and like a frog that's been living, I don't know, maybe it was a tadpole and it grew up in this water tank. And this water tank has been its home forever. And I'm just seeing butterflies. I saw two butterflies and I saw two birds. So big confirmation on this, like you were in a water tank, and you've just like, I just saw you jump out. I just saw this frog jump out, and these eyes go, okay, this is what it's all about. Say, this is what it's all about at one, like this big beginning. Like, this is what it's all about. It's all about the now. It's all about now. It's not about the stories. The stories are here for you to play with. The stories are here to make your experience interesting. The stories are here to give you, like, not even the stories, but yes, like the stories, and stories are created by us for a reason, right? Imagine just existing here with nothing, like just as you are, with no connections. So it's not so much about the story's ending, it's about the way that the story is encoded, vibrating at, attached to. Because we are all here to love, we are all here to experience great love. There's many great loves. We are all here to experience what we are here to experience, right? What we came here to experience. And it is different for everyone, because, for example, not everyone is here to be a mother. Some people have been mothers in so many lifetimes. They are very much here to not play that role, okay, to not have that purpose, for that not to be one of their purposes in this lifetime. And for others it is. So sorry friends, I've lost a train of thought. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm not sure if it's going to come back, so I'm just going to continue with what else is coming through. Okay, so we are all here to play different roles, and some of these roles were like things that we kind of put on a checklist. I want to experience that. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. Okay. And then the universe assisted us, even while we were asleep, in getting to, let's call them checkpoints. Okay. But all of these checkpoints would ultimately stir something up within us and remind us of our truth, remind us of our light, remind us of who we are. 1, 2, 3, 4 is coming through. And if this message has found you, you now know all of that. You are beyond. Your guides are you. It's all you. It's all you. It's higher streams of you, right? You are a multi-dimensional being existing multi-dimensionally all at the same time. It's kind of like you're everywhere. There's a movie with a really crazy title, but it's something everywhere all at once, but it's like you are everywhere and here. But the here now is where you get to create magic everywhere. You have to first kind of accept with all that you are, not just your soul, because your soul has already done that. It's the other stuff. And often it's the stories that keep us stuck. The stories. And this is what it's coming back to. Stories are here to make life exciting for us, to make it fun, to give us experiences. We are here to love, but we are not here to contain the love or restrict the love. So everything that was, every relationship, everything was a learning, was something for you to learn from. So that when you arrived at a certain juncture, which is here, because I know this message may sound all jumbled, fumbled, but somewhere in it, I know that there is whatever you, whoever you are, is searching for, is seeking for, whatever confirmation. And I know that when they jumble it up like this, it's really because it's for a very limited, not limited, let's actually say limited few. Okay, like a limited edition, because it's something that just because you are ready to choose. Okay, for some of us, sometimes we hear something, and even though it's resonant, it is terrifying, and we just stay away, or it's overwhelming, or we have some feelings, and maybe it takes us a while to work through those feelings before we are ready. And I know that these messages are here to inspire you, to remind you, and also to prepare you. So when they've kind of, it's almost like, okay, it's almost like sometimes Source needs people to scatter. Source needs people to scatter so that, I don't know, the field can be clear, there's more space, whatever the reason is. And this is not just for here, this is something that happens to all of us, for all of us. And when you are in your authenticity, your authenticity, and you really just are allowing and being and playing, what happens sometimes is that you end up playing and scaring people away. Like, it's like a radio station. There's music, and then suddenly you lose a signal, and there's static, and some people have the patience to, and it's not in the patience, maybe they hear something in the static, but they stick around, they stick through the static, and then they really get rewarded. And I'm not saying this to make you stick around. Really, it's not about that at all. It's about resonance. It happens energetically. 444. The people that were meant to sort of scatter have already scattered. Otherwise, this really wouldn't be coming through. Okay, friends, I'm being told to take out the cards here now. But with this one final reminder, you are so powerful, and it's not that you are unstoppable, it's that everything is here for you now. It's like you, okay, okay, like a blackout. Okay, it's like a blackout, and there's nothing, there's no power. You are the power source that lights everything up, right? You are the source that animates this body, that gives life to this form, that gives meaning to everything. Like you, right? You and Source, you co-creating with Source. And as you have unfolded more and more, you have reached the level, like this bonus level of where you now get to play in a whole new way, in your way, in your unique way. And now I'm really being called to take out the cards and to say that, like, for some of you, it's time to take out the canvases. So if any of you have been feeling inspired to paint, this even goes beyond canvases. It's if you have been feeling inspired to create in any way or form, this is the time, friends. Your co-creation with Source is very much one of the things that we all came here to do. And Source is very excited to create with you. Something about the timing, this is a really interesting time for, like, I don't know what is going on in your life, but whatever you are experiencing, whatever your human is experiencing, there are things in there that will assist many. Like you are learning something, you're experiencing something to assist others. So in this time, it's like we are all so afraid to make ourselves vulnerable, because everything prior to, I don't know, maybe even still, everything reflected for a very, very long time that to make myself vulnerable, and maybe you experienced this too, was to be weak, right? To show or would be to open myself up for attack. And yes, this is true in some ways, and it's also not true at all. It's only true if you make it true. It's only true if it concerns you, if you actually still play in the paradigm where anybody else, what anybody else thinks of you matters. Playing in that paradigm, and I did play in that paradigm for a very long time. We all have, we all did. It's where you learn to be small. And now the warrior, right? The warrior within you has awoken, and you can't play small anymore. You can't play small anymore. It's impossible. It's uncomfortable. It would literally feel wrong. It would go against everything that feels good to you. And this is by design, because wherever you are, when this message finds you, there is something that you need to do. There is a leap of faith that you need to take. There is like something that you need to shake up, like shake it up and allow the dust to settle. What I'm seeing in my mind's eye is a carpet being like dusted out, right? There is action. I'm feeling a lot of times, sometimes there's pause, right? Where the universe is, the guidance here is pause, sit, reflect. But here I'm feeling like step, like action. There is an actionable step. That's what I'm hearing and seeing. There are actionable steps that you know that feel resonant for you to take. And you know this is confirmation for you. This is not telling you that which you do not know. There are actionable steps that you are ready to take, but there may be parts of you that are still recalibrating, that are trying to keep you from taking those steps, keep you from jumping into the unknown, from taking that leap. There is a bit of a leap of faith, a leap that I'm feeling here, very much in the same way that the Tower card came through yesterday or the day before yesterday, because at the time I'm actually recording this, today's Thursday. This is going to be posted tomorrow. I don't usually record in advance, but it's mommy and daughter day out of the house tomorrow, so I won't be able to record. So yes, okay. So the day before, 2 days ago, the video from 2 days ago, there was the Tower card, and it's jumping off the rock, right? You're taking a leap, and now I feel like we're going to get some more guidance on that leap. Okay, so if any of this calls to you, my name is Angela. I channel Source Consciousness daily through for you guys. I never know what's going to come through. But I know and trust that if it finds you and it feels resonant and you choose for it to be for you, it's for you, and it is here to assist, activate, and inspire you to take action. Okay, so anchoring yourself in this beautiful magical now with your breath, breathing in through your nose to capacity, holding for a moment or two at the source of you before fully surrendering on your exhale. Opening to receive with each inhale, softening to surrender with each exhale. Opening and surrendering to the now. Okay. 2 of Pentacles at the bottom. Love this imagery. You are the choice in every 2. Okay, but like here, can you see how you can have fun with it? It's like, I didn't choose to play with a small ball. I didn't choose to play with a big ball. I chose to play with both. I chose to look at everything that was being presented to me and to work with it, to act out what I feel called to act out, right? This is very much where you begin working with everything, with your now, with everything that is presented to you. the Five of Pentacles. We have quite a few cards here. I'm surprised. I thought there were going to be a few. It's Five of Pentacles. This shift, this change. I'm going to see what else is here before I speak more. Everything is face down. The Queen of Swords, the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Okay, beautiful energy here, friends. I'm also getting with this Chariot. Okay, I'm hearing up, 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 but I'm also hearing fast, fast, fast. Like this shift that is occurring here that you have brought in for yourself, this change in perspective. It's like this orphan is enjoying the cold. She might, it doesn't matter what her face says, it doesn't matter what it looks like to us, it doesn't matter what it looks like to anybody else. She's out there, she knows that she's going into, I think this is a church in the Rider-Waite, but I mean, I'm getting a very much a church vibe here, or a shelter, okay, or somewhere where she is really, really excited to be going to, a place that is different, a place that is safe. Let's go with this, a shelter, okay. But she's kind of walking in some intense weather. It's cold, but she's not alone. And something that I found and learned when I was living in Canada, where it's really, really cold, and I'm not a fan of the cold, was that if you actually don't breathe and you restrict and you actually remain colder, right? Because your blood can't circulate. So even in like the cold, when you surrender to the temperature and the climate and you breathe and you move and you allow it is easier, right? Even that resistance to that experience makes the experience less favorable, less enjoyable. So what I'm feeling is that this is the energy that I feel that you have stepped into, right? With this form being called to the Four of Swords here, like she's resting, right? And she's got the fourth sword in her hand. So it's like, what I'm being called to is you don't need to rest armed, right? This rest like you're a millionaire, I'm hearing again. And I feel like this is because I feel like it's a title that is possibly everywhere, right? Rest like you're a millionaire. I know I used it. I was called to use it the other day. But this is very much what it is, because it's not about the money. It's because it's different for everyone. For some of you, it might really be about money. For some of you, it will be something completely different. But it's rest in the knowing, right? Rest in the knowing, not like you don't rest feeling like you're still going to have to fight. Then you're not resting in the right frequency. So I'm very much called to, with this Four of Swords, is check your frequency, friends. What are you attaching to in your mind? What are you resting with? What frequency are you resting in? We have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups. I feel like it's a party, because we have the Nine of Cups here, and you see it's like raising a glass, like cheers. And with this Queen of Cups, and I mean just the dresses, I feel like it's a party. I feel like it's a party. Okay, so the Queen of Cups came out with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is the card. Can you see this? Like this cat is kind of performing for the other cats. You're here to be a performer, but you're here to be seen, you're here to be known, you're here to be experienced, you're here to be witnessed, you're here to create, and you're here for you and your creations to not be hidden, right? This is kind of stepping out on stage energy here, friends. Being called to the Queen of Swords here as well, like the truth of you is not done waiting, but the truth of you is ready. So I feel like you're nudging yourself on stage. Sources set the stage. Everything's ready. Everything's ready. Your audience is even waiting, right? Your audience is waiting for your particular blend of awesome, your particular, like it's like you're a, okay, I feel like this may have come through before, I'm not sure. If not, if it has, then here's your beautiful reminder. But I think this may be the first time it's coming through on camera for you guys. It's like you've been making everything up until now. You've been making a stew, right? Something in a pot. You've been adding, and everything is ready. You've got all the ingredients. You've learned all the lessons. Everything is ready because you are ready. But the final piece of the puzzle, the final piece of the recipe, the final piece that is going to infuse everything together is your secret flavor, right? It's your secret sauce. Nobody knows what that is except you, right? So only you can watch other people, you can be inspired by other people's unique flavors, right? Because we all have our unique flavors. That's exactly how it was designed to be. And you are really being called to add your unique flavor to everything, because it is you. And to just know that when you do that, this dish, this thing, this creation that you've created, and this is actually symbolic for everything, or a metaphor for everything, will be so much richer, so much more fragrant, so much more succulent, so much more, simply because you added your unique little bit of awesome, or lots of awesome. Friends, I'm being told to stop there. I'm being told that you're ready. You're ready to step out on stage. Have a beautiful, magical now. Bye bye.